Wanna play? Careful what you ask for.
Hello everyone and welcome to another game of StarCraft 2. This time we have a game from the Nebraska Esports Association StarCraft 2 Open, abbreviated to NESPA. And this is in the losers bracket. It is being played between Kendo, the pink ProTashA in the bottom left of Xel'Naga Caverns, and in the top right we have the green ProTashA. Both of these players not incredibly high in the rankings. ProTashA is bronze, Kendo is silver. So let's see how this game pans out. They both are very new to the game, it appears, and they both are playing in this LAN tournament. This is actually a LAN tournament. It was double elimination, and this is in the losers bracket. So they're both fighting for that chance to stay in the tournament. The loser of this will no longer be in. This is only a single best of one, not a best of three. The winners bracket, however, is all best of threes, but we don't have one of those here today yet. And so we have Kendo just starting to use that chrono boost like every ProTashA should at 11 and 12 supply. He's actually going to go all the way up to 13 supply before building his gateway. It's a little bit interesting of a choice because there you see that he has that extra mineral count because of that. ProTashA, on the other hand, is just mining away at her base. I don't know if she is going to be going with any type of special aggressive play or anything like that. But she might need to if she wants to move on. I mean, there is a $100 prize for first place, and 50 for second, and 25 for third place. And this was actually sponsored. They got all of the computers for the LAN. Nobody had to bring their own computer. It was from Quick Tech Computers. And if you are in if you're in Nebraska, actually, if you are just need a laptop or I don't know if they do desktops, but I know they do laptop repair, and they're actually starting to branch out now to some custom-made computers in the near future. So check out them at quicktech.net. That is with a Q. But this game is getting too interesting for me to be talking about sponsors. We have ProTashA throwing up that cybernetics core, very common. Actually, she is spending her minerals much better than Kendo right now. Kendo is just not spending at all, but that could be because he is starting to be building a pylon. He's going to be building those buildings up. He has looks like he might start to have a bit of an Artosis pylon situation going on here, because this pylon I would really highly suggest putting it there instead. Much better to power all of those buildings. I don't really see the need to have this pylon right by the Nexus. So this Zealot is just going to chill out in front of the ramp. What has ProTashA got? She also has a singular Zealot. But what's in production? Well, it's not, it's really past 4-gate time for building your gateways. She really should be building her gateways if she's going with that 4-gate, but it looks like she is because she has max energy on her Nexus. And she's not spending that chrono boost at all, but she is going to go with the 4-gate as you see these buildings about to be warped in here. Kendo is going to go with the 2 gateways, then a robo facility. That's a little bit interesting of a build order. Normally, at least in the build order that I use for any robotics play, I go gateway, then robo for as the second option. Oh, ProTashA loses a probe for no reason. Could have microed that away very easily, but she just did not. She had it on A move, I believe, which is pretty good using that A move. It's very important that you keep using that, but probably not with probes. It's probably not the best idea. Kendo has a double gas, and I hope he's planning to be building a lot of immortals because you need that double gas for those immortals, and especially for those colossi if he decides to go for that route. But it definitely depends on what ProTashA is doing, and she is going to be going with some 4-gate aggression, and her warp gate research is going to finish up now, and let's see how fast she turns on her warp gates. Well, she did it one at a time, but that's fine. She's going to get those all warped in. And an immortal is now coming out for Kendo. He is going to have that great great immortal. They're so powerful, especially against those stalkers. But too bad ProTashA is not going very stalker heavy. She's going very equal with the number of units, which is always a good idea in the early game to have a good number of units to, especially if you don't know what your opponent has been doing. But she is doing a 4-gate, and she does not have a proxy pylon yet, which does surprise me. Especially on Zalnaga Caverns, you can hide it behind these vision blockers here. You can hide it in this third expansion. You can hide it at the gold. You can hide it way back here and actually warp into the main, depending on your other person's vision. That's always a nice, useful option. But Kendo does have too much vision, but his pylon placement is kind of arbitrary at this moment. ProTashA, ooh, a lot of Artosis pylons going on. Actually, no, there is 2 pylons powering this one, so this pylon, you don't want to lose that pylon there. That would depower a gateway. And your cybernetics core there. So these pylons are doing absolutely nothing building powerways, but I'm missing a battle here. It's definitely not going to go in ProTashA's favor. He has 2 immortals, and that stalker, I'm surprised that it lived. It has very little health here. Let me bring up those hit point bars that are so useful to look at. Oh, barely any damage done to Kendo. I don't know if he lost very many units at all. ProTashA did do a warp in, and she does have this proxy pylon finally out, but it's not going to be very useful. Kendo's micro, a little bit interesting. Separating his army via controlling, not even just by accident. So I'm not sure what his plan was there. In his base, he's still going with that 3-gate robo play, not building any more immortals even though he has plenty of money for it. He's really focusing on microing this teeny little force, I suppose, and he's not producing anything even though he has 1,000 minerals and 500 gas. Something that is very difficult for new players to handle is that spending of money. But now, let's see, they're both going to expand at almost the exact same time. They both decide to expand, and Kendo just gets his up a little bit earlier. But here comes this big push from Kendo. I don't know if ProTashA is going to hold this off. This Zelda is caught in the back. Oh, those 2 Guardian Shields are going to help so much in this fight. I don't know if they stack. That's actually that's a big problem. I don't know if those stack. ProTashA really needs to get the rest of these in the fight. Yeah, there she goes. She's picking off the sentries, which is interesting. She really needs to be picking off those immortals and focus firing them, but it's too late. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see a GG coming out of her very soon. She's losing all of those units, and those immortals haven't even lost all of their shields, haven't taken any health damage, and I would expect a GG coming out any second now. Oh, yes, there it is. ProTashA is out of the Nespa Open. This was a LAN game, and I'm just casting the replay. Please check out QuickTech Computers at quicktech.net. That's with a Q, QUICKTEQ.net, and continue following me as I continue to cast these awesome games from this tournament. I'll be back with more in just a little bit. Stay tuned.